Hi everyone, welcome to the Armour Oil Summer Grill. Cam McConville, Tim Hodges with you. Next talking point we've got is Erebus Motorsport. It's a rollercoaster motorsport out there, Cam, but especially the trials and tribulations that Erebus have been through in the past few years, but especially in the past 12 months. Yes, it was a bright spot to finish with Dave Reynolds on the podium at Sydney, but it was a tough season for everyone there. Yeah,
really tough, wasn't it? I think Dave is a fantastic driver. He's matured a lot in himself and a lot of responsibility on his shoulders being the clear lead driver there. They've had driver changes for different rounds. I think also they moved workshop, I think, at least twice, maybe 3 times now by the end of the year. So what they need is that continuity next year. They need consistency of staff. They've got the consistency of the same lead driver. Dale Wood moves into the second car, so a shift in manufacturers, a lot of changes for them, and that just, I think, upsets the apple cart. You know, I think mechanics don't know what's going on day to day. So with that consistency, hopefully we can see more results for Davey like that podium, and that was a great drive at Homebush for sure.
Can you explain how he can be on the pace so much at Homebush all weekend and to get the podium in the final spot? Have they just hit something? Can we see more of that speed, outright speed, that kept Jamie Whincup behind him for so long on the Sunday going forward in 2017?
Yeah, it's a good question because I think a lot of people don't understand, or they say, why is 888 at the front all the time, and then to a lesser degree this year, ProDrive? You know, the smaller teams struggle to duplicate that consistency, to have a fast car every circuit they go to. They might have some tracks that suits the car, but they don't always know how to get it right week in, week out when they roll it out of the truck. And I think Erebus is one of those teams. When everything's right and Davey's on fire, they can jag a podium result. But unfortunately, that's not consistent enough. So, you know, the bigger teams get the resources, they know the sweet spot of the car. I think when you have seen Davey on fire, he's probably been carrying the car up the grid a bit, and to a certain degree, they've kind of lucked on a setup that's worked on that day. So let's hope for Betty's sake, even though there's that rumour that she's got a lot of financial wealth and support, it's still a smaller funded team, and it makes it harder for those smaller teams.
Can you imagine the frustrations for Dave, just quickly before we leave, being at ProDrive for so long and then to go to Betty's team this year? Just the frustrations he would have had behind the wheel?
No doubt, it would have been a massive culture change for him. But you know, it depends on the personality of the driver. They could see that as a plus to really take ownership. You know, at ProDrive, he had a good relationship with Rod Nash, with the Bottolo team, but he certainly wasn't the lead driver. Mark Winterbottom was. So it's a good challenge of a driver, a good test of a driver's character and ability to carry the team. And I think, looking from the outside anyway, it looks like Davey's enjoyed that challenge this year.
Beauty. Thanks for your time. David Reynolds, 16th in the championship. Here he is.
Dave, you signed on for this team when they were running Mercs out of Queensland. That all changed pretty quickly in the off-season. What have you made of your first year at Erebus?
So obviously this year's been very, very up and down. And at the start of the year, they took on a really, really big task in basically starting a brand new team from nothing. Changing manufacturer. So basically they started a brand new team from nothing. But yeah, it's been a fantastic year for me, even though our results haven't been, you know, what I'd like to achieve. It's probably been the best year I've had in the category. It's been a lot of fun, even though, you know, we're still learning a lot. This year I've probably learnt more than I ever have in any other year. So, you know, we're trying to build a really nice, close-knit team, and we all get along famously, and it's just really enjoyable going racing.
And part of that fun for you is the development process of tuning the car, because you started with Walkinshaw equipment, but you've evolved it quite a bit through the season.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I love motorsport for that reason. I really enjoy the engineering side and learning all the ins and outs and how to make speed and stuff. And you know, at this year we started with the sort of factory HRT car, and we've chopped bits out, made our own bits, and we've tried to make our own spin on this car. So, you know, sometimes it's been really quick and sometimes it hasn't been. So we're just trying to work out its idiosyncrasies, I suppose, and make it a bit more consistent over the whole year. And you know, at our first year, we've been pretty happy. You know, since Alistair came on board, he's brought a lot of knowledge and a bit more planning, I suppose, to every race, and it's paying off.
As you allude to there, I mean, when you've had the car in the window, say at Sunday at Townsville or on the Gold Coast, it's been pretty lit, it's been right up there, but other times it's been a real struggle, particularly in quali. How do you deal with that as a driver, getting out of the hotel in the morning and not really knowing if you're going to have a lot of grip under you or not?
Yeah, when you leave the hotel, it's a brand new day every day. You don't know what you're going to get, so it's a bit of a mystery. But I enjoy this. I enjoy the challenge. You know, if we can turn up at every race and win, I think it'd get quite boring. Even though it looked really fantastic on the outside, it'd kind of get kind of boring. So, you know, I really like the challenge of the whole up and down. It's just, I suppose, the sign of the category being so close and competitive that, you know, you can qualify third one day and then the next day you'd be 18th or 19th. It shows how hard these cars are to drive, how hard the category is, and how hard they are to set up.
Significant change coming for next year with the tyre construction being different. Is that something that a team like this can latch onto and really use to their benefit to leap up the grid a bit, or does it actually suit the big teams that have got more resource to throw at it? How do you feel that's going to play for you guys?
Yeah, it's a bit of a mystery because we really haven't had a tyre change for a long time. But I think the good teams will still be the good teams, and you know the smaller teams it might take a little bit longer for us to catch up. But you know, if we do our homework properly, we plan correctly and put a constructive plan into place, I think, you know, there's no reason why we can't come out swinging in the first round.
Each week, Armour All will be giving away the ultimate summer essentials pack.
The pack comprises a range of products to keep your car cool and clean this summer.
The pack includes Armour All Wash and Wax Pro Glide, Armour All Sponge, Armour All Protectant, Armour All Air Fresheners, Armour All Cream Cut and Polish, Armour All Windscreen Wash and Armour All Glass Wipes. You'll also win an Armour All Bucket Esky to keep you cool this summer.
To enter the draw, all you have to do is click on the link in the description below and fill in your details. It's that easy.
We'll see you tomorrow for another episode of the Armour All Summer Grill.
So you've done a great job of washing your car, and of course right on cue it rains the next day, leaving water spots all over it. Wash and Wax Pro Glide is the next generation of Armour All wash and wax products. The formula enhances water sheeting to reduce the amount of water left on your car's surface. Water beading during and after washing helps water to glide off your car's surface. Armour All Wash and Wax Pro Glide not only cleans and shines, but will protect your car from water spots and marks.